Namaskar and welcome back to Sports Buzz, your daily window to all sporting updates from the country and the world. Today is a big day for sports fans as they are all set to witness IPL's grand finale that coincides on the festival of Dussehra and Durga Puja that is being celebrated all across the country today. So what could be better than this when you have so many reasons to celebrate sports and festivals together? Well, in today's bulletin, we will not just take you through the team stats and analysis of two IPL finalists, but we will also take you across the updates from Under-23 Asian Cup, World Cup qualifiers, tennis and much more. First up, let's start with the headlines. Big match today as Kolkata Knight Riders all set to face Chennai Super Kings in Indian Premier League's grand finale. Match to be played at Dubai International Stadium in Dubai today. Brazil beat Uruguay in Thursday's South American World Cup qualifying match puts the team in standby mode for its direct spot at Qatar next year, whereas Argentina steps closer towards qualifying for the World Cup. In AFC Cup, India's Under-23 football team is all set to embark on their qualification campaign in Uzbekistan. The team have been drawn in Group E of the qualifiers alongside Oman, Kyrgyz Republic and host UAE. And in international football, Pedri agrees a new contract with Barcelona until 2026. New contract includes a €1 billion release clause and will be officially signed on Friday. And first up, the biggest update in cricket. Chennai Super Kings are all set to lock horns with Kolkata Knight Riders in the final of the 2021 Indian Premier League at Dubai International Cricket Stadium. The Knight Riders, captained by Eoin Morgan, have managed to qualify for an IPL final after 7 years. Lastly, it hosted the edition in the year 2014. If numbers are anything to go by, then CSK, in their astonishing 9th final appearance in 12 editions, are certain to start favourites against Kolkata Knight Riders on the Dussehra day. But in terms of trophies, there isn't much difference. CSK have 3 titles with 5 final defeats, while KKR have won both their finals under Gautam Gambhir. No team has mastered the art of reaching finals like Dhoni's CSK. Both CSK and KKR have had contrasting yet impressive seasons. Chennai Super Kings reached the final after ending as the second best side in the league stage and beating Delhi Capitals in Qualifier 1, whereas Kolkata Knight Riders, on the other hand, bounced back in style in the second and final leg in the UAE to end at the 4th position and then defeated Royal Challengers Bangalore and Delhi Capitals in the Eliminator and Qualifier 2 respectively to book their finals ticket. Having almost completed the perfect turnaround, KKR will now look to go one step further by winning 3rd IPL title, while CSK won both the meetings between two teams this season. It's not going to be easy this time around. And now let's quickly take a look at today's match details through the help of graphics. Big day today. The venue is Dubai International Stadium where the match will be played. The match is between CSK, Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders. The timing is 7:30 p.m. according to Indian Standard Time. And now we are joined by our sports correspondent Narayan Singh, who brings us more details on IPL's grand finale. Narayan, big match today. Let's start with the venue. Unlike Sharjah, a comfortable pitch for bowlers. Your thoughts?
Definitely, if we talk about the venue, the match is being played at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, and definitely this is going to, it's quite different from the Sharjah where there was assist for the spin bowlers. And as far as this Dubai International pitch is concerned, it will be a lot lot helpful for the pace bowlers also, and it's, here we can see a good score. If you talk about the other Sharjah Stadium, the average score there was around 135, 145, and that score was a winnable score, where if your team is scoring that around 140, they can win the match. But it will be a different ball game in the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, because there will be more assist for the pace bowler. Also the spinners can also take out the also can make it out, but they need to go for the quality bowling here in the Dubai International pitch. But all in all, if you talk about this Dubai pitch, it will be more helpful for the Chennai. It suits more to the Chennai, because if you talk about Kolkata, they have more spin heavy attack.
Narayan, Sharjah pitch posed a challenge, but it also come out as a boon for any of the two teams so far.
Definitely, if you talk about the both the teams, Kolkata Knight Riders have played their previous match at the Sharjah pitch, where they won towards the second last ball of the match, and their spinners played a crucial role in the Sharjah match against the Delhi Capitals. So that match was somewhat dominated by the spinners of the Kolkata Knight Riders, whether it is Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti, or that Shakib Al Hasan also did well for the Kolkata outfit there in Sharjah. And if we talk about the Chennai Super Kings, definitely they also have the good spinners in their squad, but the more quality spinners are there in the Kolkata Knight Riders match. And if you talk about this contest between the two teams, it's going to be the battle of the Chennai battles versus Kolkata bowlers, because at the top of the order in Chennai Super Kings, Ruturaj Gaikwad is in form, and Faf du Plessis is in form. And if you are in the recent matches, we have seen the Ruturaj Gaikwad was a little bit uncomfortable against the short balls. So the matchup between the Ruturaj Gaikwad and Kolkata Knight Riders pace bowler could be a big deal if they go for the short ball against Ruturaj Gaikwad and towards the initial
Absolutely, Narayan. It's going to be a big match today between two teams, Kolkata Knight Riders and Chennai Super Kings. How do players cope in such a situation which are operationally related? Like, for example, if we take the example of the pitches, Sharjah was altogether a different pitch, and we have a different pitch in Dubai.
Definitely, these things matter, pitches matter, because if you have a good spinners, if the pitch is assisting the spinners, definitely they can extract from their pitch. If the pitch is fast, the fast bowler can also get from that pitch. If the shoots to the pace bowler. But when you talk about quality, when you talk about the international cricket, but these things matter. But if you have the express pace, then it can also neutralize the pitch. If you have the quality spinners, they can also make out from that pitch. If you talk about the previous matches where the Kolkata Knight Riders spinners were doing well, but that in that pitch, or in the same pitch, the Delhi Capital spinners, Ashwin was there. They did towards the end of the match when it was too late. But they can, if you can apply your quality, if you have a variety in your bowling, if you know how to play according to the situation, in these conditions, all the factors can be denied.
Absolutely, and the players have now enough of experience on both the pitches. Before coming back to you again, Narayan, now quickly let's take a look at the head-to-head between two teams. Let's once again take a look through the help of our graphics. So last 5 results of both the teams we are looking at. CSK won by 18 runs, and before that KKR won by 10 runs. We are taking a look at the last 5 results. CSK again won by 6 runs, and also there was a situation when CSK won by second wickets. Here are some interesting facts on CSK versus KKR. CSK won the toss 17 times in all their encounters against KKR, whereas KKR won the toss 9 times. One match was tied between the two out of 27 matches. Now moving back to our sports correspondent Narayan Singh from Newsroom. Narayan, let's now talk about the two coveted team. Please take us through the team composition and the captaincy of both the teams.
Definitely, the team composition matters a lot. If we talk about Chennai Super Kings, their openers had an exceptional job throughout the tournament. Faf du Plessis and Ruturaj Gaikwad had a plenty of runs scored top of the order. After that, there was some problem with their middle order because we have seen they performed in patches. The captain MS Dhoni is also not in the great form, but in the last few matches he has played exceptional inning, scoring 18 runs in the 6th ball, and that came after a very pathetic inning of 18 runs in 27 balls. So he showed to the world that still he is the best finisher of the game. The way he played in the qualifier 1 against the Delhi Capitals. And apart from that, Jadeja is a trump card for the team. If Dhoni plays him up the order, it can also be beneficial for me. Right now, he is in form. If you talk about their bowlers, the way Shardul Thakur has done for his captain in the crucial moment, his average is not good, but whenever the captain is going to him, he is giving a breakthrough to his captain. That is more important. And if you talk about the Kolkata Knight Riders, the first half was not very good. They were lagging in the middle, in the lower half of the table. They were 7th place after the India leg, but in the second leg in the UAE, they were a completely different team. They came here and they played exceptional cricket, and they are now in the finals. The main credit goes to their top order also, because the way Venkatesh Iyer in the second leg, the exceptional batting he did, and also the another batsman, Shubman Gill, also just carrying forward the KKR's inning, and down the order Rahul Tripathi, who hit a 6 in the second last ball of the match in the qualifier 2 against Delhi. That was an exceptional batting, but down the order they also have a quite brittle batting order. If you talk about Dinesh Karthik is not playing. On Morgan as a captain is done very good. The team is here, but as a batsman is a failure. And apart from that, down the order Shakib Al Hasan is not contributing to the bat. So down the order that is problem. But the key factor will be how the openers, both the team are giving a platform to their middle order. That will be crucial, and how the spinners, how the Chennai is going to tackle the spinners of Kolkata Knight Riders. That will be the key for the match.
And the middle order is something that has bothered the Indian cricket team in the 2019 World Cup as well, if you would remember.
Definitely, if your middle order is not performing, it's a matter of concern, because if on an off day the top order doesn't clicks, so definitely
Absolutely.
The burden comes on the middle order. In that case, the middle order has to fire, and they have to take the inning forward. And if that doesn't happen, definitely after doing so much hard work, after playing
Absolutely.
so much cricket in this tournament, it's the 59 matches were played so far, and the 60th matches is there. If this juncture the team stumbles, if they don't play a good cricket in the 3 hours period, definitely all the hard work done by any team is undone. So it's very important to be very careful, play a sensible cricket during the 3 hours, and it can help the team to win a trophy, because the history never remembers the runner-ups or the losers. Only the winner will be remembered. If you talk about the stats, the Chennai Super Kings had 8 times they had participated in the final, but only 3 times they have won. And everybody knows that Chennai has won 3 trophies and Kolkata has 2. If you talk about the stats also, definitely Kolkata had played 2 before this tournament. They have played 2 finals and they won both the finals. And if we talk about Chennai, it is their 9th final, and their winning percentage so far in 8 finals they won only 3. So this is the quite difference. But playoffs and a final is a different ball game, where the experience comes into play. How your match sense, how you read the match, that also comes into play. In that case, I think it will be crucial for both the team. If Kolkata wins, they will equal to Chennai in terms of number of the trophies, and definitely if Chennai wins, they will go more closer to Mumbai Indians in terms of trophies.
And Narayan, if we talk about the toss, again Chennai Super Kings has an edge over Kolkata Knight Riders. How is it going to impact the game for both the teams?
Definitely, impact will be there. The spinners are there, the good form. Both Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti are in form bowlers for the Chennai Super Kings. They did a lot for, and they took their campaign till here. If you talk about their eliminator match against RCB, the way Sunil Narine removed all the top RCB batsmen, Virat Kohli and A.V. de Villiers. So it depends upon how you use the situation, how you play on that day, and how you ball according to the situation, because there will be dew factor will be also there in the Dubai. Because of that, the team who is chasing, any team who is going to win the toss will go for the to bowl first. And because of the dew factor, if you talk about the stats, out of the 9 matches were won by the team chasing, out of the 12 matches at the Dubai International Stadium, this in the in the UAE leg. So a lot will also depend on the toss in this match.
Thank you so much. A lot more is there to see in the evening today as KKR takes on CSK in the finals of Indian Premier League. And moving on, the country is celebrating the festival of Dussehra today, a festival that marks the end of all evils and only sporting spirit prevails. Let's take a look at how international sports personalities are celebrating the festival of Dussehra. Cricket star Virat Kohli wished all the fans through a tweet. His tweet says, and I quote him here, "Wishing everyone a very happy Dussehra. May this festival bring joy, peace, happiness and prosperity to you and your loved ones." Unquote. While Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar also extended wishes on the auspicious day to his fans and everyone who's celebrating. In a tweet he said, "Wishing you and your loved ones a very happy Dussehra." Honorary Secretary of BCCI Jay Shaw also wished the country on the occasion. In a tweet he said, and I quote him here, "May Lord Ram keep lighting everyone's path with success, and may all of us achieve victory in every phase of life. Wish you all a very happy and prosperous Dussehra." Unquote. And moving on to football now, the Indian under-23 football team is set to embark on their qualification campaign for the AFC Under-23 Asian Cup Uzbekistan 2022. After being drawn in Group E of the qualifiers, India have been drawn alongside Oman, Kyrgyz Republic and host UAE in Group E of the qualifiers, with the matches set to be played between 21st to 31st of October, 25th to 31st of October at the Fujairah Stadium in UAE. The India Colts are set to assemble in Bangalore on 17th of October before moving to the UAE on 20th of October for their matches. And in international football, Pedri agrees new long-term Barcelona deal with $1 billion release clause. The 18-year-old Spain international, who was named in the Euro 2020 team of the tournament, will remain at the Nou Camp until 2026. His new contract includes a €1 billion release clause and will be officially signed on Friday. Pedri, who'd been linked with Liverpool, joined Barcelona from La Palmas in August 2020 and quickly established himself as starter in the midfield. He played 53 times last season, the most appearances of anyone at the club. Pedri joined Barcelona from La Palmas in August 2020 and quickly established himself as a starter in the midfield. He's played 53 last seasons in a hectic campaign, the most appearances of anyone at the club. His deal is a rare piece of good news as Barcelona continues to struggle on and off the pitch. They sit 9th in La Liga and have lost their opening 2 Champions League games, with Barcelona letting Lionel Messi and Antonio Griezmann go in the summer transfer window. The club are keen to tie down their best young players to new deals. The Catalan Giants are currently in talks with Ansu Fati, who took the number 10 shot from Messi over a new long-term contract. And moving on, leaders Brazil easily beat Uruguay by 4-1 in Thursday's South American World Cup qualifying match, putting the team in standby mode for its direct spot at Qatar next year. Neymar and Raphinha shone for the Seleção in their home match at Manaus. Neymar opened the scoring in the 10th minute after Fred found him in the middle of the Uruguayan defence. The star dribbled past goalkeeper Fernando Muslera and shot with almost no angle to the back of the net. Leeds player Rafinha, who started for the first time for Brazil, added a second in the 18th minute from close range. And he added the third in the 58th minute with a powerful cross shot from the left. Veteran Luis Suarez scored Uruguay's consolation goal in the 77th minute with a free kick. And Argentina are now one step closer for qualifying for the World Cup in Qatar next year, and thanks to Lautaro Martinez as they edged past Peru. Martinez scored the only goal of the game on 43 minutes to give the two-time champions victory in their World Cup qualifier, although they didn't have it all their own way. Peru missed a second-half penalty in the 1-0 loss in Buenos Aires on Thursday, delivering another blow to their hopes of qualifying for the 2022 World Cup. Trailing to a first-half goal from Martinez, Peru had a golden opportunity to level the score when substitute Jefferson was brought down in the box 19 minutes into the second half as he attempted to round keeper Emiliano Martinez. However, Yoshimar penalty clipped the bar as the visitors fell to a 7th defeat in 12 qualifiers. And moving on to international tennis now. This year, the US Britain's Emma Raducanu, who won the US Open title, has withdrawn from the Kremlin Cup to be held in Moscow. 18 years old, Emma won the US title. Since winning the Open title, Emma has played only one match at Indian Wells, where she lost to Belarus in straight sets. However, Emma Raducanu could be seen playing again in Romania and Austria later in this season. Kylian Mbappe fired a contentious winner as France came from behind to beat Spain 2-1 and become the second team to win the Nations League. Mbappe was adjudged to be onside when he slid the ball under Unai Simon. Spain had taken the lead through Michael in the second half, but Karim Benzema's stunning equalizer leveled things at Milan's San Siro. French keeper Loris produced two late saves to ensure victory for the world champions. Goals from Kylian Mbappe and Karim Benzema assured Les Bleus secure a successful comeback, winning the maiden Nations League title for France. And in athletics, police suspect Agnes' husband in connection with the death of Kenyan long-distance runner Agnes Tirop Weston, who is currently on the run since the incident took place. The 25-year-old young athlete was found dead in her home on Wednesday with multiple stab wounds on her body. Agnes was Kenya's star athlete who won several medals at the international level. Managers are the first to be criticized after teams' poor performances. A manager is the face of the club, and as such he is also the first person to deal with both positives and negatives. A manager has to deal with the repercussions of losses as well. At top clubs, the pressure is constantly high and one poor performance can spell trouble. As such, managers are walking a thin line and have to be careful with what they say and ensure that the team does well in the next games. On that note, here's a look at 4 high-profile managers in European football who are constantly under pressure, and especially at the moment.
Mikel Arteta, Arsenal. A casual observer of football might presume that Mikel Arteta is consistently under pressure. That's because his time at Arsenal continues to be a roller coaster of emotions. A reliable player for the club, Arteta was heavily linked with the club's managerial role after Arsene Wenger stepped down. However, the club chose to appoint Unai Emery, and Arteta joined Manchester City as an assistant to Pep Guardiola. Arteta joined an excellent spell at City where he was widely praised for his contributions. Understandably, Arsenal fans became excited after his appointment in 2019. He led the club to FA Cup and FA Community Shield success in 2020. But ever since then, things have not gone according to plan. Arsenal were abysmal last season, finishing 8th in the league. Despite big spending this summer, the Gunners are currently struggling in the league. Arteta has polarized opinions among fans as well. Nuno Espirito Santo, Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur's managerial hunt this summer must have been an exciting watch for the neutrals, linked with Antonio Conte, Paulo Fonseca, Gennaro Gattuso and Hansi Flick. The club finally appointed Nuno Espirito Santo as their manager. Santo left Wolverhampton Wanderers in the summer. Under him, the Wolves had risen from a championship club to a Premier League regular. However, concerns were raised about his style of play, with Santo preferring a defensive brand of football at Wolves. After a good start to the season, Tottenham Hotspur have regressed. They are struggling in the league table and also registered one successive defeat in the league. Harry Kane is yet to score a goal in the league. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was appointed as the permanent manager of Manchester United in 2019, but questions are still being raised about whether he is the right manager for the club. One cannot deny the progress at the club since Solskjaer's appointment. The Norwegian has sold a lot of aging stars and expensive non-performing arrivals, refreshing the side with world-class players. The likes of Edinson Cavani, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes have all been signed under Solskjaer. Despite that, Manchester United continue to be an inconsistent team. The side regularly relies on individual brilliance to bail them out, and there is no clear tactical plan. Solskjaer's vision for Manchester United is evident, but is he the right man to implement that? Manchester United are third in the league and have produced some poor performances recently. Ronald Koeman, Barcelona. Barcelona are a mess. When one thinks that the club cannot fall any lower, Barcelona have managed to do just that. The Lionel Messi saga this summer was embarrassing enough, but now there are much bigger problems at the club. Ronald Koeman is a Barcelona great who left the Netherlands national team job to take over as manager of the club in 2020. The Dutchman is under extreme pressure now though. Koeman has repeatedly made controversial comments in recent weeks. He was reportedly close to leaving the club this summer, but Barcelona could not find a suitable replacement. They have lost the Champions League group stage games to Bayern Munich and Benfica and are in the mid of the league table. The performances in particular have been shocking to witness. Andrea Pirlo and Xavi have been linked with Barcelona's managerial role. Sports Desk, DD India.
Well, with this, it's a wrap in Sports Buzz for now, but we will be back on Monday with more and fresh updates from the world of sports. From me and our entire team, wishing all our viewers a very, very happy and safe Dussehra. Bye-bye.